Greetings and welcome, travelers. If you haven't already, remember to click like, subscribe to the page, and find us on Patreon to gain early access to new episodes and combat encounters like this one. And now the campaign continues on Dungeons and Vagabonds. The moon's light peeks through a lonesome patch of cloudless sky, illuminating the beach, but the fog and steady rain still limit your distant vision, and the wet sand provides difficult terrain for movement. Surveilling some 30 meters behind, our party continues to pursue the group of 6 that was carrying the footlocker.
Blasted. Where was the meeting place?
The individual leading this group, a short human male with face obscured by a hooded cloak, raises his arm and points to the north.
Hey, Brainless, over there. Tell me which way.
As the other one up front runs over to an elevated beach berm, you notice this humanoid looks unusually slender, with lanky arms that dangle to its sides. The moonlight seems to reflect off its pale white bony limbs and the crown of its head. Once atop the berm, it turns towards the west and notices the party. Its jaw drops open, revealing a face devoid of any flesh or muscle tissue, just a single eye dangling in the socket. The skeleton charges the party, alerting its master of their presence.
Ooh, hit them.
The other 4 creatures drop the wooden crate and turn towards the PCs, revealing their gruesome undead appearance. 2 looking rather decomposed, wearing tattered commoner clothing, and 2 wearing Simonian guard uniforms, possibly couriers, bloodied with fatal stab wounds that still look quite recent. The 4 zombies lurch towards the party, as their cloaked leader begins muttering and waving his arms in a somatic fashion. Everyone roll initiative. Alia is first with a 16.
I shoot at the closest zombie. 15 for 6 damage.
The 2 fresher zombies in guard uniforms move a little quicker than the other 2. Your arrow hits one in the leg, causing it to stumble slightly, but they both continue their charge, now only 15 feet away from the party. Clem.
Well, sir, Clem is gonna run up and attack with his short sword.
Your attack brings that one to its knee, but it still looks ready to lash out at you on its next turn. The zombie that Alia shot is close behind, also moving with an equal amount of magically imbued intensity. Elton.
By the might of Apollo, I shall smite these evil foes. Elton swings his warhammer at the one Clem just hit. Haha, nat 20!
You flank the zombie engaging Clem as it attempts to stand back up. Your warhammer smashes into the back of its neck and spine, crunching bone and leveling the creature to the sand. Orson.
I am going to run up the hill to intercept the skeleton, but cast magic missile at it before it gets to me.
Your magic missiles blast into the creature, actually knocking off both of its arms, although it still lunges towards you, attempting to bite like a rabid animal. It misses, rolling only a 9 to attack. The zombie with the arrow in its leg slams itself into Elton. It rolls an 18, hit. Elton, you take only 4 damage, but the zombie knocks you prone and falls on top of you. You start to wrestle with it, keeping its hands and teeth away for now, as the other 2 zombies make it closer, within striking distance for next turn. The hooded individual over by the excavated crate speaks an incantation and hurls a blast of energy towards the PCs. The energy originates from his hand, like an expanding, iridescent purple orb, and disperses into a helix-shaped blast, which then splits into 2 separate beams, one towards Orson and one towards Alia. The first misses, flying right over Orson's head, but the other hits, dealing 7 points of force damage and pushing Alia back 10 feet. You are not knocked prone, just forced backwards a few meters, leaving 2 grooves in the sand beyond your firmly planted feet.
I pull my scimitar and attack the one grappling Elton.
Same plan. I stab that one too, but then get ready to engage the other 2 that are approaching.
Both solid hits, although the zombie continues its assault on Elton, taking little notice of the 2 of you or the damage being inflicted. Obviously indicative of a mindless creature driven only by evil and/or magical means. Elton, you are next.
Okay, I'd like to try an improvised strike with my helmet. I imagine my hands are busy keeping it away, so I will try to headbutt or bash my head into the zombie's face.
Success. That is not only a hit, but its movements seem to have stopped now. You are able to recover to your feet. Orson.
I would like to cast Burning Hands on the group of undead, but the skeleton is still kinda close to me, and I don't want to burn any of my friends if I can help it.
In order to hit all 3, you would either risk an opportunity attack from the skeleton or hit Clem with the flames as well. Otherwise, you can still hit both the skeleton and one of the zombies safely from your current position.
Okay. I'll do that then.
A thin sheet of flame shoots from your fingertips, effectively killing the skeleton in front of you. Its charred bones collapse into a pile on the side of the hill. The flames from the distant edge of your spell also significantly burn one of the zombies from behind, yet it maintains course, lumbering in the same direction towards the PCs. The burned zombie attacks Clem, but misses with a 12. It flails at you haphazardly and ineffectively, although swinging close enough for you to smell the decay and feel the heat from the still smoking creature. The other zombie lunges at Elton. It grabs hold and tries to bite, but is unable to penetrate your armor. Still, the zombie is now locked in a grapple with Elton. Once again, the cloaked individual hurls beams of force energy towards the PCs. But neither hit their target. The purple blasts crackle and sizzle through the air as both beams narrowly miss Orson's position on the hill. This spellcaster then sprints to the east, towards the slums, and slowly disappearing into the fog the further away he gets. Aelia, you are up next.
Back to my longbow. I aim for the one who was running away.
Unfortunately a miss. The arrow flies over his head, disappearing into the fog and darkness. Right before he leaves your line of sight, you think you see him make an odd movement at the end of his strut, as if jumping and diving into a pool of water, but instead plunging into the mists and sand, and then vanishing from sight. Clem.
Well, sir, Clem is gonna attack the extra crispy zombie. Short sword.
That is enough to drop it to 0. The zombie now lies motionless, small wisps of steam and smoke still rising from its corpse in scorched clothing. Elton.
Okay, I want to try and break the grapple and get enough distance to swing again with my warhammer.
Success. A few quick maneuvers and you are able to sidestep the foe, using its own momentum against it. As it stumbles in the sand, you swing at the optimal time, delivering a crushing blow to the creature, one that would have easily killed a normal human, but yet somehow the zombie persists. Its undead fortitude compels the creature to continue fighting. Orson.
Stand back, Elton. I cast Firebolt on the zombie.
It takes some time, but between Elton and Orson's efforts, the final zombie is eventually slain. Their necromantic leader, however, has now disappeared into the darkness.
I want to run after him.
Roll a perception check.
13.
You go to the spot where you last saw the cloaked individual running, but you currently see no one on the path or within your line of sight.
Whoa, where did he go? Do I see any tracks?
You see the footprints in the sand and follow them to where you saw him jump or dive, at which point the tracks seem to vanish. The ground feels solid, and sand in the surrounding area seems unremarkable. The weather once again begins to intensify. As the rain falls, our party regroups and discusses how to proceed next. Well, that's it for this episode, travelers. But tune in next time. The adventure continues on Dungeons and Vagabonds.